Today on JD Cars, we're going to be installing the new Voswitch JL300 on this Jeep Gladiator. Welcome back to another video. We're doing another Voswitch installation today. We've done two previous Voswitch installations on a 2014 Jeep Wrangler. We're now doing it on the Jeep Gladiator here using the JL300. Basically what we're dealing with is we have some accessories. We don't have any light bars on the front of the truck right now, but we do have some LEDs on our new Rough Country rear bumper. But we got some new Black Series cube lights from Rough Country that we want to get hooked up and controlling. And we're also installing a new Rough Country stubby front bumper that has multiple LEDs and LED bars built into it. So we're getting ready for all the LED and auxiliary accessories that we're putting in soon. And from our experience, this is the easiest, cleanest, and most durable way of hooking up your accessories because we'll have nice built-in auxiliary switches right in the dash. Excited to see what this new JL looks like. Let's tear it out of the box. Oh baby. Nice thick styrofoam protecting everything. As always, very good instructions from Voswitch here. They include this color wiring diagram here, which makes everything really easy. Color pictures, step by step. So if you get lost at any point, very detailed instructions. We have an extra blade fuse, some crimps to get us going with our accessories. Looks like a new bolt.
Singular bolt.
I don't know what the bolt's for. These are our switch options here.
Ooh, these buttons might be smaller than the ones on the other one.
Yeah, they look smaller.
Yeah. Well, they got a ton.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Are you turning on any Sasquatch recently?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, and we also have an add-a-fuse included. So if you want to control the Voswitch from your ignition power and only have it turn on when the key is on, you can do that really easily with this add-a-fuse. Nice that they include that. So moving on from that little bag, we have another bag here. Check out what we got. Oh, this is the actual switch panel.
Oh, no way.
It's tiny.
Whoa.
That's insane. This thing is tiny. It looks waterproof. I'm pretty sure this whole thing is sealed. There's no real seam. It's just one unit. All the buttons are sealed, of course. Watertight seal on the connector that plugs into the box. But we have one main power button, 6 auxiliary switches. Pretty sweet. Looks like...
Oh, the housing that it goes in.
Yeah, housing for non-Rubicon models. If you have the Rubicon, this area of the dash will already be occupied with switches. But for those of us with Sport that just has the storage compartment, this will be the other half of the storage compartment.
Sweet.
Still have some storage there, so that's kind of cool. Now moving on to the main event itself here, the Voswitch. Oh, this thing's a beast. Oh yeah.
It's a unit.
Look at those watertight connections. These things are sick. We saw this on the new Wrangler model. These connections are completely waterproof. The top is also waterproofed with a rubber seal there. We have a diagram showing us our 6 independent relays and 6 independent fuses for up to 6 auxiliary accessories here. Super solid unit. They seem to have beefed up this plate here. It was thinner on previous models, so this is super solid. Sure, we're not gonna have any movement, and yeah, looks great. So before we get the JL300 mounted up, we're pulling off this signal wire that goes into the cab, and we're gonna run that through the firewall where we have some pre-existing wires running through, but we just wanted to get this done before we mount up the Voswitch right here, because that'll kind of prevent us from reaching down here. So we're gonna get the signal wire run through. Hopefully I can show you on the camera here. Where's the hole?
Story of my life.
Come on, focus. Right down there is the hole we're feeding the wires through. And I might be able to show you. They pop out right, well, yeah, can't really see, but they'll pop out right here. Oh yeah, no, there they are. Pop out right here. You do have to slice a hole through this plastic here. We used an X-Acto knife, poked a hole right through it, and that'll allow us to run our wires up through this trim piece. Right up the side of the dash, over to the center and down to where our switch is going to be over there. So it was a little bit crowded and we could only get so much tape on this and the wire snake, and it kept detaching as we were pulling it through the hole down this way. Andrew realized that this is double-sided. It doesn't matter which end you send through, and they're both the same size. So he actually had a lot easier time pushing the connector through from the driver footwell. I grabbed it on this side and pulled it right through. Really not too bad at all. Now that we have that ran through, that's kind of the hardest part, I'm not gonna lie. We just have to mount up the box, pull apart our dash, install the buttons, and connect the Voswitch to the battery. All right, so time to mount up our control box. Andrew's pulling off a 10mm right here next to this little nub, and then the other 10mm bolt that we received in the package, this guy, will go into this hole that has no bolt. And just like that, this sucker's mounted up, and I can confirm this bracket is super heavy duty. There's like no movement here. Previous versions, it could kind of move a little bit. This is solid. Also has a little rubber guard on the bottom right here, just to prevent any damage to the ABS lines right here. So now to hook up the Voswitch to our power source, the battery of course, we have a nice thick crimped and soldered power lead with an inline fuse. We're gonna run that over to the positive battery post, bolt it right on, and then we have two other leads coming out of the box. We are only gonna hook up the ground. If you wanna use the ignition switch power option where you use the add a fuse, you'll crimp that onto this bare lead, pull off our fuse box cover, remove fuse F52, which you can find on the fuse map, and you'll plug your add a fuse in just like this. And that will turn on the Voswitch only when the key is on. But we want to be able to turn our lights on with the key off or out of the vehicle, so we're not going to do that option. We're just going to hook it up directly to power. So we're going to do that right now. All right, so time to install the actual switch panel itself. We're going to start by popping off this upper climate control trim piece with a plastic pry tool here. All right, now it looks like we've got one little 8mm screw up top here. We'll take that out and we should be able to remove this lower trim piece. So now we have to take out some more 8mm screws right here. A few on the top as well, I believe. And we'll pull out this old storage tray, put in our new Voswitch and the smaller storage tray, hook it up to the wire, and we'll be good to go.
All right, guys, so after the fourth try, these are 7/32.
All right, so we'll just pull out the factory storage tray here, remove that sucker, bring in our new Voswitch storage tray. Just as we just did with the storage tray, we're gonna bolt the Voswitch switch panel in right here.
You ready?
Yeah, let's check her out.
Is. Oh, that is clean.
That looks factory, looks awesome.
That's sick, dude.
So we have that hooked up. I just ran our control cable, control wire, up from where we fed it through the firewall. I just fed it across the bottom of the dash, and then it's a really straight shot from this hole here to the bottom. Just pull it right up through, plug it into the Voswitch. So with the other end of this cable, oh, it's already on. Look at that. She works.
Let's go. That's sick.
What happens when you press one of the buttons? The light turn off? Ooh. That's kind of cool.
And you hear the relay switching on and off.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That was honestly the easiest Voswitch installation I've ever done. The fact that you can just run the cable right over to the middle of the console instead of messing around with the A-pillar and running it all the way up top here. that's honestly really time consuming and kind of a pain. This was painless. Like, this is really easy. Looks great. Gonna get that Sasquatch sticker on here. Go get some Sasquatches in the woods. Oh, that's programming mode. Alright, so just like that, we have 6 auxiliary switches in the Gladiator interior. This installation, of course, will be identical on the new Jeep Wrangler. It has the same interior. We have 6 auxiliary switches and our new power source box here. All we have to do to hook up an accessory is run the positive lead from that accessory, plug it in right here through the watertight connector, ground the accessory to the nearest ground, and boom, it's protected by a relay and a fuse and can be operated right from the interior. Alright folks, that's going to wrap up the Voswitch JL300 installation on Andrew's Gladiator here. As I mentioned earlier, this installation process is going to be identical on the new Jeep Wrangler. Definitely the easiest Voswitch install we've ever done. Took us maybe an hour or two.
Yeah, not even 2 hours. An hour and a half probably.
Hour and a half while filming, like not a big deal. Really easy install. Really happy with the product. I think it looks great.
Can't wait to get the lights hooked up.
Yeah, gonna get some LED bars and have a day. So we got our first accessory hooked up.
Yeah, we got the rear bumper lights in.
And Milne's got it hooked up to the first switch there. You can see we only have that one cover on because that's our only accessory so far, but just to show you how the Voswitch works.
Right?
Yep. Woo, baby. Those are bright. God dang. Oh yeah, the Voswitch has multiple modes. So we have a flashing mode, strobe. Oh my god, the strobe is crazy. Pretty freaking rad. You like it?
Dude, look at how bright these are. Especially because I have such dark tint. I got, not like, such dark tint. But I have 20% on my front windows. So like at night, when I'm backing up, I have to roll the windows down because I can't see anything behind me. So this is gonna help so much.
Also, as a quick reminder, you can use discount code JDCars15 at Voswitch.com to get a whopping 15% off your entire order. Not only is that the cheapest place to buy your Voswitch to begin with, but 15% off of a $200-300 product is $30 to $45 off. So definitely take advantage of that. I'll have a link and a reminder of the code down below in the description. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on JD Cars.